dearest friend. Welcome back to Speak Easy English with David. I am David, your English teacher, your guide, and your partner on this journey. I am so truly happy to sit down with you again today. Thank you for clicking on this video, and thank you for taking time to practice your English with me. Today, we are going to talk about a very important, powerful, and comforting topic. We are going to talk about learning from failure. In our lesson today, we are going to listen to an inspiring story about a young man named Sam. Sam lives in a peaceful town and has a great passion for baking. He wants to bake a perfect loaf of bread for a big town competition, but his first attempts are total disasters. We will hear about how he wanted to give up, but how he changed his mind and learned from his failure. As always, I am going to speak very slowly and very clearly. I will use very simple grammar and easy words so your mind can completely relax. You do not need to feel any stress, and you do not need to feel any anxiety. Just sit back, listen with a calm heart, and let the English words enter your mind peacefully. After the story, we will do our special repeat after me speaking practice. So, please, take a very deep breath in, let the air out slowly, and let's begin. It is a warm, sunny Saturday morning. The birds are singing outside the window. Inside his cozy kitchen, a young man named Sam is standing near his wooden table. Sam is 25 years old. He has a kind, energetic face, happy green eyes, and he is wearing a white cooking apron covered in flour. Sam loves baking. He loves the smell of fresh bread, warm cookies, and sweet cakes. For Sam, baking is like magic. You mix simple ingredients together, put them in a hot oven, and create something delicious. Next week, there is a big event in Sam's town. It is the annual Autumn Baking Festival. Bakers from all over the area come to show their skills. There is a grand prize for the best loaf of traditional white bread. Sam has a big dream. He wants to win the blue ribbon. He wants to be a successful baker. Today is his first practice day. Sam wants everything to be perfect. He opens his recipe book. He carefully measures the white flour, the warm water, the salt, and the dry yeast. Yeast is the magical ingredient that makes the bread grow big and fluffy. Sam mixes the ingredients in a large glass bowl. He uses his hands to knead the dough. He pushes the dough down and stretches it out on the wooden table. Push, stretch, push, stretch. He feels strong and confident. He puts the dough back in the bowl and waits for 2 hours. But when he checks the bowl, the dough is completely flat. It did not grow at all. It looks like a gray, heavy stone. Sam is confused, but he decides to bake it anyway. He puts the flat dough into the hot oven. After 30 minutes, a terrible smell fills the kitchen. It does not smell like delicious bakery bread. It smells like smoke. Sam quickly opens the oven door. He pulls out the baking pan. The bread is completely ruined. It is hard, it is black, and it looks like a brick from a wall. Sam tries to cut it with a knife, but the knife cannot cut it. The bread is a total failure. Sam feels a heavy wave of sadness in his chest. He throws the ruined bread into the trash bin. He thinks, I am a terrible baker. I wasted my ingredients and my time. I will never win the competition. I should just stop baking. The negative voice of fear whispers inside Sam's head. Sam, give up. You don't have the talent. Baking is too difficult for you. Sam sits on his kitchen chair and hides his face in his hands. He wants to cry. He feels embarrassed, even though he is completely alone in his kitchen. An hour later, the front door opens. Sam's grandfather walks into the kitchen. His grandfather is 70 years old, with a kind face and gentle eyes. He notices the white flour everywhere and the dark smoke in the air. He sees Sam sitting sadly in the chair. Grandfather sits down next to Sam. He smiles warmly.
What happened, my boy?
Sam sighs.
I tried to bake bread for the festival, grandfather. But I failed. The bread is hard like a stone and black like charcoal. It is in the trash. I am not a real baker. I am going to call the festival office and cancel my registration.
Grandfather laughs gently. The sound of his laughter is comforting. He places his old, warm hand on Sam's shoulder. Grandfather says,
Sam, do you think I became a good carpenter without destroying any wood? No, I ruined 100 chairs before I made a good one. Failure is not an enemy, Sam. Failure is your teacher. When you fail, the bread is telling you a secret. It is saying, look closer. Change something. You need to ask the bread why it failed.
Sam looks at his grandfather. Grandfather nods.
Yes. Let's investigate like scientists. Why did the dough not rise? Did you check the temperature of the water? Yeast is alive, Sam. If the water is too hot, the yeast dies. If the water is too cold, the yeast sleeps. The water must be warm and gentle, like a cozy bath.
Sam freezes. He thinks back to the morning. He remembers that he used boiling water directly from the kettle because he was in a hurry. Says, his eyes growing wide.
Oh. The water was very hot, grandfather. I think I killed the yeast.
Grandfather smiles brightly.
Wonderful. You see, you did not fail, Sam. You just discovered one way that does not work. That is a lesson. Now, you know exactly what to do differently tomorrow. Failure makes you smarter if you are brave enough to learn from it.
The next morning, Sam wakes up early. The kitchen is clean and quiet. He looks at his recipe book again. He looks at the ingredients. He feels a little bit nervous. The memory of yesterday's black brick is still in his mind. But he remembers his grandfather's words. Failure is your teacher. Sam takes a deep, slow breath. He decides to be brave. He measures the flour and the salt. This time, he is very careful with the water. He heats the water until it is just lukewarm. He touches it with his finger. It feels gentle and warm. He adds the yeast. He mixes the ingredients and kneads the dough on the table. Push, stretch, push, stretch. He puts the dough in the glass bowl, covers it with a clean cloth, and walks away. He waits patiently. 2 hours later, Sam returns to the kitchen. He pulls off the cloth with a trembling hand. Sam lets out a happy gasp. The dough has grown. It is huge, puffy, and beautiful. It looks like a white cloud inside the bowl. Sam feels a giant wave of excitement in his heart. He places the beautiful dough into the oven. He sets the timer carefully. While the bread bakes, a wonderful, sweet aroma fills the entire house. It smells like warmth, happiness, and victory. The timer goes off. Sam opens the oven. He pulls out the loaf. It is absolutely magnificent. It has a golden brown crust that crackles softly in the air. Sam cuts a slice with his bread knife. The inside is soft, white, and perfectly fluffy. He takes a bite. It tastes incredible. It is the best bread he has ever made. The timer goes off. The day of the Autumn Baking Festival arrives. The town square is full of colorful banners, music, and thousands of people. Long tables are filled with beautiful pies, cakes, and loaves of bread. Sam stands next to his golden loaf of bread. He watches the judges walk down the aisle. The judges are wearing strict white coats. They taste each piece of bread carefully, writing notes on their clipboards. The judges arrive at Sam's table. They cut a piece of his bread. They look at the crust. They smell the aroma. They take a bite and chew slowly. Sam holds his breath. His heart is beating fast. The main judge looks at Sam and smiles.
This bread has perfect balance, it is light, it is flavorful, and the texture is excellent. Great work, young man.
An hour later, the announcer speaks into the microphone, and the first prize for the traditional white bread goes to Sam Cruz. The crowd claps loudly. Sam walks up to the stage. The announcer hands him a beautiful, shiny blue ribbon. Sam holds the ribbon in his hands, but he does not look at the crowd. He looks into the audience and finds his grandfather. His grandfather is standing near the back, smiling proudly with tears in his eyes. Sam smiles back. He realizes a profound truth about his life. The blue ribbon is beautiful. The applause feels great. But the real treasure is not the prize. The real treasure is the knowledge he gained in his kitchen on Saturday morning. He learned that making a mistake is not the end of the world. He learned that failure is just a guide pointing you in the right direction. As he holds his prize, he knows that he will fail again in the future. He will burn more cakes, he will ruin more recipes, and he will make more mistakes. But he is no longer afraid. He knows that with patience, courage, and an open mind, every failure can be turned into a beautiful masterpiece. Now, my wonderful friend, it is time for our repeat after me speaking practice. This is the moment where we unlock your speaking confidence and make your pronunciation clear and beautiful. Speak out loud in your room. Let your voice ring out with strength. Remember, saying the words out loud trains your brain to speak English naturally without any stress. Let's practice together. Failure is a very important part of success. I am not afraid of making mistakes. Please do not give up on your dreams. The golden bread smells absolutely delicious. My grandfather is a very wise man. Every mistake helps me learn and grow. I am proud of my small steps forward. The water must be warm and gentle. Tomorrow is a fresh chance to try again. Failure is a teacher, not an enemy. Now, my friend, I am going to tell a short part of Sam's story again. This time, I will speak at a natural, slightly conversational speed. Do not worry if you miss a few individual words. Just relax your ears, trust your brain, and focus on the natural rhythm and melody of the conversational English sentences. Sam was a 25-year-old passionate baker who entered his town's annual baking festival with a dream of winning the first prize blue ribbon. On his first practice day, he carefully mixed his ingredients but mistakenly used boiling water, which completely killed the live yeast. As a result, his dough remained flat and turned into a hard, burnt black brick in the oven, leaving him deeply discouraged and ready to give up entirely. Fortunately, his wise grandfather visited the kitchen and explained that failure is simply a helpful teacher showing us what needs to be changed. Encouraged by this advice, Sam tried again the next morning with lukewarm water, produced a magnificent white cloud of rising dough, and baked a perfect golden loaf. At the festival, the judges praised his bread's exceptional texture, awarding him the blue ribbon and proving to Sam that mistakes are just necessary steps on the road to success. You did an absolutely magnificent job today. I am so incredibly happy and deeply proud that you stayed, listened to the story, and practiced your pronunciation with me until the very end of this entire lesson. You are a truly wonderful and dedicated student. If Sam's story brought comfort to your heart and helped you feel more confident about your English today, please click that like button right now. Your likes are incredibly powerful because they help the YouTube algorithm find this slow, gentle lesson and share it with thousands of other wonderful students across the world who want to learn English calmly and without stress. Remember to share this video with a friend, a classmate, or anyone in your life who is feeling discouraged because of a mistake they made this week. And if you want to keep expanding your vocabulary, improving your listening comprehension, and building your real-world speaking confidence with me every single week, please click that subscribe button and hit the little notification bell so you never miss a new lesson. Keep practicing, stay calm, and always remember that a mistake today is a victory tomorrow. I will see you in our very next lesson. Bye-bye.